Hello, students. This is Instructor Williams again, and I'm going to go over the expectations of week three. Basically, we want to click into week three, and we're dealing with professional business documents and collaboration. This is where you will go for your discussion. All right, and right here, you also have lectures. One thing about Brian and Stratton, they do give you various um, resources to use to help your learning and your outcomes for this course. So, if you don't understand some things, you're going to have to go to your lecture. And these are the two lectures that you will go to: reports in Word and functions in Word, track changes, insert tables, and objects, citations, and table contents. Now, these are good. The second one is really, really good, especially when you're going to start writing theses and papers if you continue your education in college. This really makes your experience with writing a paper much better, especially when you have to use citations and organizing your paper with table of contents. So this is a good lecture to go over as well. Um, One thing you notice that this class does have a lot of work. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but I know the process sometimes when things are not going well, it makes it frustrating and challenging. And sometimes we just don't have all that extra time to go through that process of talking to technical support and things like that. I feel you on that. I've been through it. I've taken an online course for my master's in business administration, and believe me, I get it. But this is something we have to do. This is no different if you was working for a job and you had to learn something and you are confronted with challenges, ambiguity, and you most likely would get frustrated. But this is when you reach out. And one thing I can say is that you students have been reaching out and trying to get the gist of these different tasks and processes that we have to go through. So I do understand, and that's why I extended the deadlines for week one and week two for you to get caught up. Okay. GDP, I will send another video talking about GDP, but just make sure you go through your lessons. When you go into GDP, you'll see the different units. You'll see unit one through unit six, and each unit is basically for each week. So unit one is for week one, unit two is for week two, unit three is for week three, and basically what you want to do is go through the lessons and basically practice. You really don't have to upload or get graded until you get to week four and week seven. So basically, you want to use those units and go through all those lessons for each week, and enhance your words per minute, and you decrease um, your your mistakes within your writing assignment for typing, your typing assignments. So you want to increase your speed, and you want to decrease the amount of errors you make in typing. Okay. So I will go over GDP later. Now, you have your discussion. And that's one thing I also want to mention is that we got to get better with our discussion. Some of you are not participating in the discussion. It is required that you post for make an initial post for discussion. At least minimally do that. But I would like to see you three times a week in a discussion and replying to other your other colleagues' initial posts on three different days as well. Like I said, it's tough, and nobody said it was going to be easy, but this is the format, and this is what we have to go through to get through this class. But it will get easier as you take other classes. This is just a lot of stuff that you need to learn because you're online and you need to know how to use Word, Excel, and PowerPoint for your future courses, or even for courses that you actually are going taking right now at this current time. You also have your pause and practice. Now that's up to you if you want to do pause and practice. It is not, it's a non-graded assignment, but if there's something that you're having challenges or trouble with, this is the area you will go into and get some practice. The more practice, the better you will be. And the better you navigate through your application, the less frustration you will have on your assignments. So it's all about being able to navigate and becoming accustomed or used to using the different options in these productivity applications. And here, when you go into activities, you just click on that. You will have your Simnet and your GDP lessons. Right here, you see you have your assessment that needs to be uploaded in Blackboard. And then you have your check-in, which you discuss the type of issues you had and how you feel about going, how you feel at this point taking this course. And I know we had some troubles in the beginning. Um, but that's okay. Um, just 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 vent, and that's what we want to hear. That's what we want to see in check-in. We want to see the different issues you're having, the different challenges the challenges you're having. This is the type of stuff we want to hear and see when you write your 2 paragraph essay or 100 to 150 words essay in this section here. And so let's talk about Simnet. Most of you have been doing Simnet good. As far as your lessons, you've been getting your lessons in. You understand that you have to do all three of the sections within Simnet. But one thing I want to show you is that outside of Simnet, lessons, what you have here for each week is we got to go here. See, if you go here, you go to lessons, and it tells you for each week. So week 3, these are the lessons we're going to be doing, and you have to do show me, guide me, and let me try to actually get full points. That's why some of you, when you go in and see your grades, you got like 40% or you got 60%, and it's because you're not completing either all of the assignments or if you're doing an assignment or a task, you haven't done all three. Just show me, to guide me, and then let me try. Make sure you do all three so you can get full points for it. Because when you're doing your lessons, it's not actually that hard. It actually shows you how to do it before you do it. So this shouldn't be a problem. It's just time consuming. You really have to manage your day. And sometimes that's a little bit difficult for us. And also you have chapters in the book you have to do. If you go here to your tracking calendar, you can see for chapter 3, we have 3 and 9. For last week, chapter 2, for week 2, we had chapter 4. And then for week 1, we had chapter 1 and chapter 2. So make sure you go back into the book and you get those chapters completed too, so you can get a good grade and pass this course as you should. So if you want to you got to go to Simbooks, okay? And then here are all the chapters lined up for you right here. So for week 3, we have chapter 3 and we have chapter 9. And what you want to do is you want to click on that chapter. And when you click on that chapter, you can open up, look here, you can open up the book if you want, or you can just go ahead and start doing your tasks. And you see here, you have tasks 0 or 3. Now you will see some tasks here where it says none. Those you don't have to do. As you can see, pause and practice. We have those in the Blackboard as non-graded assignments. It might not be as many as you see here. As you can see here, there's a lot of pause and practice or independent projects, challenge projects that can help you. But if you want to go through those, you can if you have the time. I certainly would not discourage you from doing those. But if you have the time, go through them. Absolutely. But for the sake of time, for some of you, just do the task that has 0 through 3 or 0 through 2 or 0 through 4. Those are the assignments that you have to complete for each chapter. Where you see where it says task 0 through 3. And you want to make sure you get that check mark. That's letting you know that you're getting full credit or the grade for let me try included. And as you can see, if I click on using track changes, I click on that. Uh, Kind of slow. That's Firefox for you and Blackboard. So it's taking us here, and you can see here using track changes and sharing. My time is almost up, but let's go through here and see here. You got show me, guide me, and let me try. And if you keep scrolling down, how to, you got the next one, show me, guide me, let me try. And you scroll down, you have another one here, and boom. And those are your 0 through 3 tasks. Okay, so that's our expectations. for this week. And please participate in discussion.